Hey everybody, I just wanted to drop you a line today. It is the feast of Pentecost today, and Christopher and Victoria had a feast last night and we just didn't even show up. We completely forgot about the feast, and we've had a week from hell. Tests and trials with clients, and the police are called up to our house, and there's misunderstandings with children and exes and you name it's going on, and there's been so much drama in our lives, and I was just so upset. I realised after sunset that the feast had happened last night and we'd stood them up, and I was just so upset. I just went to bed. I was so devastated. I thought, I've let Yahusha down, I've let everybody down. It's just, I'm this and I'm that, and I got so depressed. And I spoke to Christopher and Victoria this morning and apologised and went through the ringer because I realised how angry I am inside at what I've been going through. We'd come down from Atherton, which is an hour and a half away, and ever since I got down here, I've lost all my confidence. I've been miserable, I've been depressed, and I thought I was this and I thought I was that, and I'd lifted myself up and I was completely deluded. And when you come into real life, and this is a really good salon that we've taken over and about to own, and the clients are really letting you know if you don't cough up with the goodies and meet the right standard, which is just professional really. So I've been taking it personally and been getting upset and thinking I'm not good enough and thinking I'm this and thinking I'm that, and haven't been going near the scriptures because I just thought, no, I'm not good enough to do that either. And there's a huge, massive attack coming on me and everybody in my life, and I just want to make you aware of it. You've seen bits and pieces of it in the family gatherings and family videos we've been doing, and what I've been going through and how I've treated everybody. But this is what everybody, I believe, is going through, particularly if you start committing to reading, and not just reading but living the scripture, walking with Yahusha. It's like a mirror, as we saw in our last video. It's like a mirror. And who likes looking at all the horrible things about themselves in a mirror? But that's what the scripture does, and that's why people don't go near it, because they don't want their darkness to be revealed. Well, I do, and I'm tired of being fake. That's why I'm revealing it to you all, what I've been through. I've had the most horrible thoughts and horrible behaviour to everybody I love. I've treated Christopher and Victoria like crap, even though they've done everything for us. They've even come into our salon and trained my wife more, helped me train me and the son and everything. They've helped us so much in our life, and we just I've been doubting that I can do this by myself. I've always needed men. How many men in my life have I needed to support me and lead me and guide me and teach me? And you come to the end of it and you go, I hate this feeling. I hate coming under a man. And Christopher said that to me this morning. You don't need any man to teach you. You know all of it. You just got to do it. And if you don't do it, you get goaded, you get flogged, you get chastised. I mean, you got to, when you start doing this process, it doesn't just all happen straight away. You've got to prove yourself. It's a test. It's a trial. You know, that's what temptation, that word meant that we went through. It's a test, it's a trial. And if you don't pass it, you go into a querulous situation, remember? You have calamities. And I just look behind me at the train wreck of calamities, and I've just been so depressed and upset by my life, and I thought, what the hell's wrong with me? Why am I the only one going through this? And I'm not. Because Yahusha is no respecter of persons. Yahusha treats every single person that wants to be in his bride. He treats them the same way. And if others are feeling better than you are, it's because they're responding and behaving, forcing themselves and controlling themselves and, you know, making up their mind about things. And I just never wanted to do that. I just wanted to flow along in the movement. Oh, it's a behavior evolution. Yeah. We found out this and we found out that. And, you know, everything we've been doing and all the information's been great. See, that's the thing. You can either flow along with another religious movement, or you can actually commit your life to Yahusha, listening and doing and listening and doing. And when you do that, I took on this project 2 years ago, And my life has just been completely upheaved since I started looking into the scriptures and going on that journey, because it just blows your mind what you discover about him mainly, and then how are you going to respond to it? So that's what I've been going through, just complete flogging and torture and agony, particularly the last couple of weeks. In my head, just you get all sorts of thoughts. The demons are in there. They want to destroy you. They want to kill this movement. They want to kill you. Anything good that you're putting out there, they want to destroy. Any good relationships you've got, they want to destroy. They want to use your vessel. And after they've used it, they want to kill off your vessel. Have you had those thoughts too? At ending it, they want to kill off your vessel as well, so that they can take you to destruction and annihilation like they're going to. So, yeah, this is a real experience, guys, and I hope this is touching base. I know I'm not the only one going through it, because Yahusha's the same with everybody. So, be encouraged that we're all on this walk. We're all going through the same things, and Yahusha wants our attention. He wants a response. He wants to use us as part of his bride, to use us in our day, So keep going, guys. Keep going. This is the Feast of Pentecost. This is the wedding anniversary of 10 Commandments given on Sinai, remember, to Moses. And the whole blood covenant being renewed once again as an official legislation and rules and laws and instructions to live by for the whole nation. They were to be, this was like not the consummation, but this was the betrothal. He said, will you? And they said, yes, we will. We will. And it was like they signed it, the marriage ketubah, which is the wedding vows. It was on stone. The ketubah was on stone. And now it's written on our hearts. And on the day of Pentecost, after Yahusha ascended, there was the tongues of fire, remember, and all that happened. And the marriage vows were not only written on stone tablets, but they were written on circumcised hearts. The circumcision was not of the flesh anymore, it was in our hearts. And the instructions are written on our hearts, and we love them. We want to do them. And it's not just those 10, it's every word that comes from Yahusha's mouth, from his Torah, his scriptures, everything, and what he speaks to us. If we don't do it, though, how do we feel? If we believe the lie, if we fall asleep, he'll let us. We get deluded because we don't have a love for the truth. The truth sets us free. It should always be in the truth, whether it's about what you're seeing in someone else or whether it's mainly what you're seeing in yourself. Face the truth and you stay free. And don't come under anybody ever again. You don't need any man or woman to teach you. Yahusha will teach you by his Spirit through his word. Don't go to the depraved places that I've been to thinking you've got to be something or, impress people. Who's impressed? Particularly anybody who knows you. Who's impressed with the swill that you can come up with? No, you've got to hear it and do it. And if he gives you something to do, you do it gladly. And if you wake up to something this weekend at this feast, like I'm waking up to stuff, then you start. Every day is a new day. You start fresh. And this is something Victoria said today, don't expect there to be smooth sailing all day. And then when something happens, some calamity, some complaint, some obstacle in your day, don't just hit the ground, just fall like a ton of bricks, depressed. Oh, no. It's going to happen. You're going to be tested. That's why we have to put our armor on every morning. You got to put your armor on, ready for battle. This is a battle. And none of us want to fight, do we? We want Yahusha to fight it for us. He's already fought his bit. That's why we have a portal open on our hearts. Because he fought. He had a backbone. He wasn't some pussy little man. He was only 33 years old. And look what he accomplished. He didn't back down. He wasn't gutless. He wasn't weak. He went there and achieved everything. And it wasn't easy. We don't just, but you were the creator. But he still had a fleshly body. He was still only 30 odd years old. And he went there. He still got all the temptations. He still had all the thoughts. But he fought through to show us that we can too. But who is? I don't meet many people who are. And I haven't been until recently. You know, I can say the right words and be part of a movement and think I am. But that's the thing. We always think we are. And that's why we need to have a love for the truth. We need to have a love for his word and a love for each other so that we can go, is that really what I'm like? Is that really what's going down? Is that really? And you look at it, Mark, look at it. This is how you've treated us. This is how you've treated, your wife. This is how you've treated your children. And by doing that, by default, you are treating Yahusha. That's how you're treating Yahusha. And you think because you've stepped out and you're going to do it all right this week that Yahusha's just going to let you have that without any tests or you proving yourself? Come on. So it's time to get a backbone, brothers and sisters. We come together for the feasts because they're a wonderful time of rejoicing. But you might be doing it alone. You might be all on your lonesome. And that's exactly how Yahusha wants it. Because you can often look around your home at something you might be just mourning inside and grieving and just yearning and so desperately upset about something. Look around your house and everybody's happy as Larry. They might be going through their own things, but they're not going through what you're going through. They are not going, nobody is going through what you are going through. So, I've been very blessed to have people in my life like Christopher and Victoria who I can bounce ideas off, who can love me, who can set me straight. They've got the wisdom of years as well as being in Yahusha as well. I'm very fortunate in that aspect. And if I come up with some really bizarre, stupid idea, they'll say, oh, that's bizarre, that's stupid. But if you don't have people in your life like that, maybe you've got to catch some fish, I know that sounds very religious. Going to be fishers of men. No, nothing like that. But try and find someone you can talk to. And if you don't have anybody in your life, you can talk to us. You can get in contact with us. We'll tell you the truth, our time is short. We're not going to fluff around with all this BS and make you feel one. No, we'll tell you the truth because the truth sets you free. And then once you're free, you feel amazing. You don't feel amazing by getting your ears tickled. That's a delusion. That's the swill. That's licking the walls, like Christopher was saying in our last video, So I want to encourage you, particularly those of you who are alone. There's nothing wrong with that because all of us are alone, Even with families, wives and children, we're all alone. We've got to walk this walk alone, We're all going through the valley of the shadow of death, And Yahusha promises to never lead us. His staff will always guide us, He delivers us unto all those things that the Psalm says. You can read it yourself. But I love you guys, and I just want to encourage you today on this feast of Pentecost to keep going. Keep going and don't doubt. Don't doubt that Yahusha loves you, but he will flog you and chastise you if you're being naughty. But he won't, all that you're hearing in your head, he doesn't do that. No, he's very direct, he's gentle, he's kind, he tells us what to do, and we do it. If we don't do it, and we get tempted by all these other complicated intrigues and all these other things, Yahusha's not complicated, and he doesn't get us into intrigue, and he doesn't tempt us either. He tells us what to do, and we do it. If we don't do it and we succumb to all this, and then afterwards we listen to this, that's not Yahusha. He's turned his back, waiting for you to want him. You've got to run, you've got to hunt, you've got to yearn and desire him more than anything else. That's the only way it's going to be. Unless you want to join some religious cult or some religious movement. It's not going to work. You and Yahusha, that's all it's about. So I hope this is encouraging for you today, guys. So that we can cut all the corners for you. Just run straight to Yahusha. Don't be like we've been, floundering around in religion and trying to find our way out all these years, and me just stuffing around. Even when you're out, you stuff around. Stuffing around with life, stuffing around with opportunities, stuffing around with Yahusha. He won't have it. So go for yours, guys. Love you lots, and enjoy this feast day. See you later.